Hi everyone, welcome back. So I thought I'd do a Laramar and I'd show you my formula. This video is actually dedicated to Andy from Custom Carving and Epoxy UK because bless his little cotton socks, he's been trying to do the Laramar and it's not working for him, so I thought I'd share my recipe with him to try and get him to do one successfully. So I'm rooting for you, Andy. So I haven't done this for, oh gosh, it's well over 12 months. It could be even 18 months. I'm not sure, but it's a long time ago. And I know it is actually, it's resurfaced again basically on YouTube. So I thought, oh, I'm going to give it a crack too, see if I can still do it. So I've got my mold that I made ages ago too. So I made it twice, hence the different colour. It sort of expanded. But anyway, we won't talk about that. So I'm using Platinum Ultra Clear. You get this in Australia and it's a 2-to-1 and it's at low viscosity. So it's basically, it feels like deep pour. It's really runny, but it's not deep pour. So it sets up in, I think it's 24 hours from memory. So I've done, and this is how I do it. I use my little scale and I weigh 120 grams of A, 60 grams of B to get 180 grams. And I think that's about 6.5 ounces. And I do 3 cups. So I do a white, a dark and a light. And for my white, I do 80 grams with 4 drops of my Carson Craft. Then for my dark, we go even smaller. So we've got 60 grams. And I did 15 drops of my acrylic ink. This is Montmartre and it's violet. And then for my light, because I don't like that sort of, sometimes you'll get that clear center, so I like to colour mine. So I've got 40 grams and I've only put in 5 drops of the flash acrylic ink, and that one's magenta. I think you can do it in alcohol inks, but you need a lot. So it's easier to do it with either the acrylic inks or the resin pigments. But I'm not saying you can't do it with alcohol inks. I think you just need a lot of alcohol ink. But don't quote me on that. I do it with acrylic ink. So I've already made it up, of course, because I didn't want to have to put you through that painful process. So this is what my 4 drops in 80 grams looks like. So hopefully you can see that. It's still transparent. You can see my stick. Let me just make sure, yeah, it's got white on that side, so I'll do this side. So it's like skim milk, I guess, but you can see it's transparent. So let's pour that. Sorry, I think I've got something in there. Of course I have. I always get some little bit of something. This wouldn't be a studio if you didn't. Right. So here goes my 80 grams. And I'm just going to scoot this resin out of the road. Now I think this mould from memory holds 200 grams. But yeah, going back through my resin diary, because like with this technique, and then you've got your 3D bloom and all the other ones, it's all about getting your consistencies right. You can't just throw it all together and wing it. If you do, you're very, very lucky. So someone painstakingly, I don't know who, went through and somehow worked out how to get all these techniques done or whatever. But yeah, basically how I do it, it's got to be to a formula. So You can keep experimenting until you find what works for you. This is what's worked for me with the platinum. Okay, so I'm going to torch. It's the only bad thing about this platinum is I find it quite bubbly. And I recommend not torching like your bought manufactured molds because they're too thin and you will melt them. Trust me. Been there, done that many a time when I first started resin. You soon learn from your mistakes. So hopefully, any of you newbies out there to resin, yeah, don't do what I did when I was learning. Okay, so I'm going to do my dark. Oh, before I do my dark, just letting you know. So basically, you need a lot of white, but you don't want it opaque for this technique to work anyway. Okay, so this is my 60 grams with my 15 drops for my dark. And we want to find the center. And then we're going to dump. Oh, that was a terrible dump. See, I'm out of practice. But you can see, hopefully, that it's starting to react already. So that colour has now gone in and it's pushing down and the white's coming over the top. That's what we want. Okay, so for my light, and I'm not going to torch it, I'll torch after I've done this. My light, I've got my 40 grams with my 5 drops. Because you have more with your white, you've got more space that you've got to fill up. And then you go less with your dark because it's less space. Hopefully that makes sense. And then again, less because I've got less space to do my little push. So we'll find the center. Oh, that was a bit better. So yeah, hopefully I've got my ratios right. I know I've got my camera in the wrong spot tonight, but anyway. Okay, so a torch. And I might have to probably torch that 2 or 3 times. Just depends. I don't want to over torch it because it's starting to heat up now. And I know in my notes it said I didn't torch heaps. So as I said, I haven't done this for well over 12 months. There too. Anyway. All right, well, I'll put you on a little time lapse so you can see it moving, hopefully. I'm going to let this set up so it'll be overnight because this takes 24 hours, this resin. So I'll put you on a little time lapse, but the picture, like the end picture, will be different to how it will be in the morning, if you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, hopefully you'll be able to see some sort of movement. And I've also got, in case my center doesn't close up, which, yeah, whoops, did it again. I've got some crushed glass that's been coloured, so I'll pop that in the middle if I have to, but I'll come back in about. Sidetracked. How unusual. And also I didn't put these in because I found my crushed rock or whatever it is that's been coloured that's smaller, so I went with that instead. And as it's multicoloured, thought I'd give it a bit of a contrast. Anyway, it's looking promising. I actually didn't think it would start looking like this until probably in the morning, but anywho, well, good. So I'll see you in the morning for the demold, and hopefully I haven't given Andy a bum steer. See you in the morning. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good morning, everyone. So this is cured. After I stopped filming yesterday, I had to do something else, so I decided to move it, but it's still hadn't set up, so it sort of moved a bit. Silly me. So anyway, hopefully that didn't distort it too much. What do you think? Do you reckon it worked? I'm not sure. Hope it did. It's changed. Do you think it's changed since you last saw it? All right, let's get it out. Now let's see if we get the noise. Ready? There's that famous noise. Okay. We ready? I'm nervous. Here we go. Oh, yay! Definitely don't like my thing. Got a little loose one, probably when I moved it. But hey, it worked. What do you reckon? Not bad for a first attempt in over 12 months. There you go, Andy. Hopefully that'll help you. I don't know if it's the correct way, but this is what works for me. But yeah, I'm happy with it. Other than in my middle, but I can stick a sticker over that, which I probably will. But yeah, it's pretty. I think a sticker would look better. Well, there you go. I just have to do another one now with different colours. But yeah, you can see where I moved it, I think. It sort of went. And I think next time I'll probably go a bit darker with my light colour, just to try and not get that clear part in the middle. You can always suck some out with a syringe too. At least getting the effect. Could possibly go maybe a few more drops with my dark colour as well. But yeah, there you go. That's my Laramar. So hopefully, excuse me, hopefully we'll see you get it soon, Andy. That'd be awesome. Woo! Let's all root for Andy. All right. Thanks heaps for watching, everyone. Stay tuned for the photos, and thank you so much to all my subscribers, as always. And if you haven't subscribed, go and hit that button for me, because I'm nearly at 4,000 subscribers. Once I hit that, I'm doing a new giveaway, so help me out. That'd be awesome. Thanks heaps for watching, everyone, and go and check out my website. That's where I put all my demos for sale that I make here on YouTube. So if there's something that you've seen and you'd like to probably buy it, that's where you'll find it. So I'll see you soon for the next one. Bye.